Greetings, everyone. I am giving folks who are not interested in these topics the opportunity to leave. So, if you're a first timer and this is the first time you're watching this video, if you're looking for a God from the Christian faith, you're not going to find it here. And if you are on my channel, then you know Mondays are spirit days. And so, if you're not into African spirituality, you should not be here today. So I'm going to give you the chance to leave. And while you're doing that, we're getting ready for today's message. So we welcome our ancestors. We give thanks for life. We appreciate the sacrifices they have made in the past and their contributions to our freedom in this time. Understand that as we honor our ancestors and pay tribute to their ways of the tradition of our forebears, please understand that in this time, it is very important for you to understand that there are folks or of other traditions who are now honoring their ancestors or the spirits that lead them or dwell with them. In this time, their spirit guides and their gods are asking for blood sacrifice. Therefore, what most of you don't understand and you get caught up paying attention to and failing to realize that it's time for their gods to be fed. And the only offering they accept is blood. But we're not doing that. We're not doing blood sacrifices around here. We're just reminding each other who we are as African people and celebrating our beautiful culture, our way of life, our tradition. I invite the spirits of our forebears. I invite the ancestors. I invite our spirit guides to come forward and to speak, teach through me. I light an incense of protection so that any energy or spirit that turns up that is not invited can in no way harm me, and will see this as the opportunity for them to move. We call on the ancient spirit of Shango. That is who we are working with today. Shango. And the question is, who is Shango? Now, this is the god of lightning and thunder or fire. And I am baptized by fire. I am not a prophetess. I'm not evangelist. I'm not any word that describes someone in the Christian faith. I'm a high priestess from the order of our African retention. And I'll tell you more about that in another video. Now, for those of you who don't know who Shango is, understand, as I said, is the god of fire, lightning, and thunder. His mother is Yemaya, and I will go through different videos where I will tell you who all these other Orishas are. Shango is a king. When you think of Shango, think of the color red, black, and gold. And for those of you who already know who Shango is, you know that when you are working with this energy, you know, there are certain tributes that you make, and there's certain offerings that you make. For example, Shango loves apples, and that's an offering that will be accepted by King Shango. Shango was married to Oshun, Oba, and I think Oshu, Oba, and Oya. Oya. And there's a lot of backstory that goes with this that we could get to in another video. There's so much I want to talk about here, but I just want to let you know from the onset that right now we're working with the spirit of Shango, the powerful one, where if you have certain problems that you need to be addressed, then you call upon Shango to do this for you. Now, when you're going to Shango, you must proceed with caution. He is fierce, he's serious, and demands great respect. So, I have something over here to keep me guarded and to keep me respectful. It's very important that you're respectful. So now, as far as Shango is, please understand that the people of Southwest Nigeria see Shango as one of their great orishas, powerful orishas, I should say. People in Benin, and I think they refer to him in Benin as Sobo or Ebioso in Benin. He's a deified ancestor, and in the levels of priesthood, the powerful Orisha Shango is able to answer the questions that are related to you wanting a financial breakthrough, you want protection, and any financial difficulty that you're having. This would be the Orisha that you would go through or go to. Now, as I said before, the favorite color is red or gold. On this table we have our red candle, and we're going to light this up. We're not in any hurry. We're allowing the spirits to determine where this goes today. And in another video, I am going to do a response about candle flames, how to read them, how to read even the wax from the candle. It says something when we're lighting these candles. We're doing them for spiritual work, and you should be able to look at the candle to know if you have to continue, if you have to abandon. The candles speak. I'm going to stick this here. For a reason, and I'll speak about that another time. Now, what we got here now? Okay, before I forget, I'm wearing smoky quartz. These are made from smoky quartz. Same thing with these stones here. And the smoky quartz are able to help you to repel stress, help you to invite positive energy into your life, into your space, to protect you from all those negativity that you might experience in your daily life, at work, in your home, in your relationship with other people. It helps to promote peace and tranquility, and there's a lot more, but for now. So this is what we're wearing. We're wearing smoky quartz, and because the color of Shango is black, this is very powerful to wear today. Okay, now let's see what we have on our agenda today. So I told you the color was red and white and gold. And I also must remind you that 4 and 6, these numbers are related to Shango. The high feast day for Shango is December 4th. So on those days, you can pay tribute. Some people will use cashew or bananas or pine nut. And as I said before, when you're looking for victory, when you're looking for prosperity, when you're looking for passion, um, you go to this Orisha. Now, that's just touching base on who we are talking about in this video in terms of which deity are we working with, and we say it's Shango. Okay, now I have some questions to answer for some people who have been asking these questions. Why did you leave from Christianity after you've been there for 20 years? I'm going to tell you this. Now, after being in the Christian faith, and particularly in the Seventh-day Adventist faith for so many years, and I would pray and I would fast, I never saw any changes. I never saw any movement. And I noticed the people that were going to my church, most of them were very poor. But the Spirit started to take me aside and ask questions, started to lead me to truth that was not taught to me. And then when I would have visions or the questions would come, the whispers would come while I was awake, I would notice certain things in the church. So I would see that odd black candle that was not so obvious, but when the Spirit would show it to you, you would start noticing it. I started notice certain stones. For example, today I have my cisterine quartz with me. And when I am about to face the dragon, sometimes you're going to be around some people that you suspect isn't right. And you wear this. This will tell you the truth. This will turn to black or very, very cloudy. If it stays white but very cloudy, you will not be able to see. So the stone, when you're around those people, this quartz will do that for you. And so in the church, I would see them when the Spirit started teaching me about these things. I would see a little quartz stuck in a corner. Sometimes it's up on the ceiling. It's because this is transparent, it's very difficult to notice things like this. So you'd see that black candle. I would see some fruits, and no one would think anything about this. So while the people in the church were there praying and fasting and doing all these things, the pastor understood other spiritual things that he was not teaching. You would see the bay leaf, but it would be stuck in a vase with flowers. And so it seemed like it was a part of that bouquet, a part of that flower, but it was not. You would see the nutmeg. Just this one nutmeg that's just in a corner in the church. And you wouldn't think anything of it. In fact, someone might see it and say, well, it's someone from the kitchen that dropped it by accident. And so while they knew the truth and they were teaching one thing, but they were getting more powerful, they were getting richer, their children were prospering, and in the meantime, the congregation was slowly dying. They were practicing the ancestral traditions and leading the people astray. Spirit showed that to me. Spirit started giving me things, whether in a dream or my waking moments. And I started to figure it out. I started spending more time in nature. I started spending more time by the waters because I was so attracted to waters. Pay attention to the things that you're attracted to that you cannot explain. So there are times when I'm attracted to colors, different colors. I have different times. There are times when I am into purple. That is royalty. That is when you're supposed to do certain practices or pay attention to certain things, because the spirit realm is saying to you, you know, purple denotes royalty or priesthood or honor. And at that time, it's time for you to be elevated. It's time for you to be brought to a higher level. Pay attention to the colors. There are times when I'm drawn to yellow. That is saying, you know, a certain energies around you. Oshun, beauty. There are times when I am reminded that my feminine energy needs attention, and so my beauty comes out at that time when I start to pay attention to the spirits that are saying, I require this of you. And as you pay attention to it, you're transformed. Sometimes you look like an old woman because Oya is asking for tribute. Sometimes we're asked to be silent. At that moment, you turn off your phone, turn off the television, and you're going to spend time alone. During this time, you will hear from the great spirits. Shango, the great warrior, is here bringing messages of hope to our people. As the bloodletting begins, Shango promises to protect our people. But no protection is offered to you if you are ashamed of who you are and ashamed from where you come, ashamed to declare that this is our guide. The people of African descent will be drawn from every corner of the earth and must return to the land that is given to them. They must return. They will find no peace. They'll find no prosperity. They will find no hope in the lands that are stolen from other people. We must return to our land, to our home. And if you cannot go there physically, you must go there spiritually. Every door will be closed as the great spirits harvests our people from the four corners of the earth, there will be no peace in these lands, no peace in these places. You must return. 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 Some of you were forced out, removed, slaughtered, lied to, condemned. There will be no peace in any other place but Africa. Every corner you run to, the doors will be closed. Every person you look to that doesn't represent you or your gods will shut the door on you. Why do you think you're so hated? You're hated because of the color of your skin? Shango, burnt brass, beautiful, confident, electrifying. Are you hated because of your color? No, it's what you carry. It's the power of the great ancestors that you possess. Who would destroy something that is not worthwhile? Who would pay so much attention to reminding you that you're nothing? Why would someone spend so much time locking you away, beating you, holding you back, lying to you if you were not valuable, if you were not full of promise, if you didn't possess power? Would people spend thousands of years persecuting you without reason? It's because of what you possess. It's what you carry. The truth that is hidden from you is known to them. And as they feed their gods and pay tribute to their gods, you deny yours. You're ashamed of yours. Respect and tribute is due. And for everyone that gives respect and tribute, they see changes in their lives. Powerful changes in the bank account. And not things you acquire by credit. Everything is paid for. Every desire known is granted. As long as you open your mouth and confess your admiration and respect for your roots. The candle is speaking. Look at the distance between the candle and the formation on the table. That's for another time. We're not in a hurry. In the meantime, I'm going to read a message for 4 people. I have to write this down. There is someone who is watching this that is going to receive a surprise gift, a gift reciprocated. You've given someone something of your time, something related to your love, and that is going to be reciprocated. But there's also going to be a betrayal from someone else that you're close to. So as you're expecting a gift or something of a fortune, a small fortune, also expect a betrayal from someone very close to you. Now, someone is desperately in need of help. You're tired of suffering, tired of not seeing any changes or any movement in your life. You're asking for assistance that's going to help you to recover from a great loss. There is an impediment that you are trying to overcome, and it's very difficult, and you're not seeing any changes, and you feel like you want to give up. It's time for you to understand that your changes are coming. Those changes are coming, and the protection that you've been praying for, it's granted. You've been praying for help. You've been asking the spirits to shield you. You've been begging to recover from a particular impediment that you feel you will never get over, but you will. There's somebody watching this where your life is at a standstill. Nothing is changing. Nothing is movement. Nothing is moving. No matter how you pray, no matter what you're doing, reassess how you pray. Change the language in how you pray. Know to whom you pray. And that flat line that you're experiencing in your life, that will change. Somebody is going to get married. Someone is going to propose to you. It's something that you've been wanting to do, whether you're male or female. If you're a man, you want to pop the question, and if you're a female, the question is going to be popped to you. And there is also someone who is going to receive a promotion at work. a promotion in your station in life because you have been faithful. You have not rejected the spirits. You have paid respects to your forebears. You have called upon your ancestors and they have come to you time and time, and you have obeyed and followed the instruction that they leave with you. And so you will receive your increase. We give thanks. We celebrate Shango, the high priest, today. They desire blood to feed their gods. They must sacrifice the people. But it's our time. It's our time to return. Return. Obatala, Sky Father, creator of the human bodies, come, dwell with us, stay in our midst. Sankofa, bring us back, draw us back to our past. Obatala, Sky God, creator of human body, bring us peace. Sankofa, let us return to our people. Obatala, Sky God, creator of human body, draw us to our roots. Teach us how to break the shackles and the bonds that keep us in servitude. Sankofa, let us return to the place where we're kings and queens and royal object and subject and divine creatures. Let us return. In this jar, this is my manifestation jar. And every time I provide it with a list of the things that I desire, and I call upon my ancestors, and I call upon the Orishas, and I call upon my divine guide, and I call upon Yah, everything comes to pass. I lack nothing. I lack no good thing. Whatever I desire, I create by respecting the Orishas, by respecting my spirit guide, by listening to the instruction. And when the different Orishas show up and ask for tribute, they get their tribute. And when they ask that they be treated with respect, they get that respect. Everything that I need or desire, I manifest. You will receive instruction on how to set up your manifestation jar in private classes, how to use your oils, how to pray, how to recognize the symbols and the signs, how to read the numbers, how to interpret your dreams. Whichever topic you're interested in, you pick it and we set up our meeting. The desire for me to take over and speak my truth and to be articulate and to let that conversation flow is not there today. Let the spirits do what they want to do. Speak to you the way they wish to speak to you. And if the conversation is not flowing freely, also let it be. Give thanks.